There are several ways that you can basically use options to buy a stock. And one of the best ways to do that is through selling puts. This is a strategy that most traditional firms would have you believe that that it's highly speculative. And in many cases, or in most cases, it's not. I guess before I get started actually talking about selling puts, I should talk about the strategy itself. So let's talk about Facebook. Facebook's trading for roughly $20 right now. If you were to buy or to sell an 18 put or at the 18 strike on Facebook right now, you could bring in roughly $1. So what that means is that as long as Facebook stays above $18 at, say, September expiration, which is roughly 50 days, you're going to make you're going to be able to make $1 or $100 for each contract that you sell. But more importantly is, if you want to buy Facebook as a stock, what it allows you to do is, at order entry, you're selling those puts at $18. Well, you're selling them for $1. So what that does, and this is the most important aspect of selling puts and using this as a strategy, is that it lowers your cost basis. So you're selling it for $18, the stock's trading for $20. Well, because you've sold that strike at 18 for $1, you've actually lowered your cost basis. So now you actually own that stock if it were to go below 18 by expiration for $17. So if you want to own something, why would you not want to own it at a cheaper price? It makes no sense to me why people don't use this when they go to purchase a stock. The ultimate risk is, let's say you have something that's like, we'll use Facebook again as our example. Let's say it's trading at $20 and we go to sell the put for $18 or at the 18 strike, and we sell it for $1. So we've lowered our cost basis to $17. Well, let's say Facebook goes down to $5 and you put that stock or assign that stock. Well, now it's trading for $5, but you put that stock and you own it at actually for $17. So that would be your worst case scenario. But you have to think about it like this. You could have bought it for $20 where it was trading originally, which is what most people would do. Instead, you've actually used this strategy to lower your cost basis to $17 for a stock that you wanted to own anyway. And you're going to have stocks that are losers. That's part of investing. And anyone that's going to tell you otherwise, they honestly don't know what they're talking about. We have an investment club here at Wyatt Investment Research, and recently one of our stocks, we wanted to buy it at $25. Well, it's taken off and it's gone from roughly $26, $27, now it's shot up to $35. Had we sold a put at, say, $25 where we wanted to purchase it, we could have brought in $1 to $2. We would have lowered our cost basis to $23, $24, $23. So we would have actually owned it for cheaper than what we wanted to originally at the 25. But the great thing is even if it were to go higher as it has, we're still able to keep all of that money that we sold that put for. So we get to keep that $100 or $200, for ourselves, and then essentially lower our cost basis. And we can do that month after month after month. And if you do that over a course of 1 year and you annualize that, you're talking a 20% return on just selling puts. So kind of going back to why people think it's speculative. Well, what happens is people will start selling puts on highly risky stocks, because something that's highly risky pays you more. It pays you more premium because you're taking on that risk. It makes perfect sense. Something that's not highly volatile, something that's safe, isn't going to pay you as much because the stock itself isn't going to move. If it's something that's highly volatile, it's going to move much more frequently. It's going to have a higher, what they call implied volatility. And the options prices will be inflated, they'll be higher. So you'll be able to sell it for more. Well, what people will do is they'll just find whatever has the highest implied volatility, or what has the most risk. And they will sell those and sell those and sell those until that time occurs where they'll have a stock that goes from $10 down to $2. Well, what happens is they've sold 10 contracts. Well, one contract is equivalent to 100 shares of stock. So if they sell 10 contracts, they're basically, and it goes down below, well, now they own 1,000 shares of stock of something that they necessarily did not want to own. They just wanted to bring in that premium and use that as a strategy. Well, that's not the right way to use this particular strategy, which is selling puts. You want to use you want to use puts or selling puts as a strategy when you want to own something, when you feel comfortable with that stock, because for one, you're lowering your cost basis, and you're able to do it month after month.